There's a form of terrorism that most people are not discussing. The politicians nor the preachers. Pedophiles target unsuspecting families.
There is an urgent need to guard our children from sexual abuse. Please help us to protect children who cannot protect themselves. This is a great opportunity to literally save lives. Please join with us now.
We're excited to welcome Louis Edward Balletta to our program today. Louis, thank you so much for the time today. Really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, Louis is an actor and a comedian I've had a chance to interview on Conversations Live, the radio show. I missed him my last time in New York, but I'm really excited that you could make up that time for us, Louis, and gracious with us today. Man, you have really had an amazing year and really an amazing career doing what you love. I mean, what has it been like for you to reflect back on all you've been able to do?
I think grateful would be the word. Lots of hard work, but I've been really enjoying the process the last 2 years, I would say. The last 2 years have been pretty hot. Last two films have went to festivals, big festivals, and that's giving me quite the exposure. So all the fruits of the labor are paying off right now, and it's nice that it's happening at this point because I feel like I'm appreciating it more.
Right, exactly. And that appreciation is so important. I mean, one of the things that you've been, really good at is really connecting with your fans. I notice you on social media like the rest of the world is on there, but you really spend time, answering back to your fans. I mean, what has that been like for you to not only do what you love, but then to have fans that appreciate it?
Well, it's very, very fun to see the feedback and see everybody's social media is great because it's a great cross section, almost like a great scientific experiment to what people actually think of your work, and they give you private messages if it's bad, some public messages if it's good. So it's a great little testing ground, and for me to say thank you as well for the people who do want to follow me.
Yeah, I think that's one of the great things. So let's talk about, some of the projects you've been able to do. As I said, you've been able to mix it up, Louis, not only as an actor, but a comedian as well. Do you find that kind of being able to laugh at yourself and to laugh at life is one of the things that kind of kept you going along the way?
Absolutely. If you take yourself too seriously in anything, you're bound to hit a wall. Especially in this business, you have to just laugh it off. In the business where talent doesn't necessarily give you the job, you have to be able to take yourself a little lightly, and the business a little lightly. So comedy, in that sense, really helps. And I've been developing the comedy over the last 2 years, and it's a much more open format than the method acting. So it's a much more open, light mentality, as I like to say. So yes, it's influenced my spirits and it's helped my success.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the things I'm sure people appreciate. Again, everyone, Louis Edward Balletta is our guest for this segment. We're talking with him not only about the journey to doing what he loves, but also, of course, what it's been like for him to share it with all of you. So let's talk about some of the upcoming projects, Louis. Social media is one of the ways we're able to keep up with your upcoming appearances, but where can our audience look for you, and what are you most excited about in the new year?
Well, I'm excited first about the project that I'm attached to, which I'll get to in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this new year signals a nice little turn. I have something popping up in January at Sundance Film Festival. It's a film called Long Nights, Short Mornings, and I'll be playing in that. And there's another film that I just did that played in Cannes Film Festival called Shaded Reflections. But I think the main film that I would like to talk about now is this film called Poor Winners, which I'm attached to. And it's going to be shooting on the West Coast, New Mexico, Minnesota, which is more middle, Vegas, and it's a Vegas crime drama. And I'll be playing the lead of Danny in it. And there's some star names attached to it. They're still getting lots more financing, but this will be the biggest film that I'm attached to so far. So this is one where I'm starting to memorize the lines already. There's like 90 pages of script, and this will be the big shebang for me.
Wow. Well, it's definitely deserved, Louis, as you've been definitely putting in the work, I think, and that's one of the reasons why you've been so fortunate to do what you love, for sure. How can our audience stay connected with you and keep up with the upcoming projects?
You can stay connected through Facebook. Louis Edward Balletta is my Facebook site. I love to connect with fans, especially especially in terms of acting on Facebook, and some news stuff, some Nick stuff, but mainly acting. And then onto my Twitter account, I think it is Louis Edward 23 on Twitter.
Okay.
And then on Instagram, which I don't use as much as Facebook, Louis Edward Balletta. And you could Google and YouTube some of my stuff, and I'm sure some things will pop up, but some better stuff in the future is coming.
All right, better ahead. We know we're looking forward to that. Louis, thank you so much for the time today. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to staying connected with you, man.
Thank you, Cyrus, and thank you to everybody out there.